Howdy there, friends, and welcome to Completely Average Gaming, and welcome to Best of Both Worlds here today. We will be working a little bit on this beautiful little setup up here, which is the copper patch that Eddie so graciously captured for us last time. It needs a little bit of work in terms of some defenses here in order to keep us safe from this little buyer base here. Luckily, though, and you know, Eddie might hate me for this, and if so, you know, be my guest, I suppose. I'll wait because I think they have an automated shoot firing range as well, if I remember correctly from their debut. So I'll just set up a few laser turrets up here just to, you know, keep on the safe side of life, basically. So there we go. Just gonna connect them up to power as well, and do the same thing on the lower end of the stick, being of course the other side. And then we'll destroy that thing. Make a wish it never existed. You know how it goes. Oops, what am I doing? There we are. Go the distance, you know, when you go the distance, go the distance. Is the name of the game today. So we'll throw, no, I said only half. Right, or all. There, I think they are now firing on their own. Have a look from the map view. Here we go, here we go. Boom. Boom, boom. They only going for single bases? That's kind of a downer. And out of ammo. Ah. No, oops. Daisy. That one was, of course, hitting the wrong side of things. Not ideal. Would have been better if they hit on the top there. Well, hello. Hello. Come with me. Come with me. Alright, that was that bot. There we are. Easily taken care of. Right, I'm gonna see if I can't lob a couple of grenades in there. Just to, you know, make them pay for what they did. Probably not. Not to any satisfactory degree, anyways. You're not getting past this. Oh yeah. No, you're not. Just forget about it. If I were to shoot and throw grenades, that might, you know, help out a little. Still have all the stuff in the back there. I think I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Bring a few laser turrets and some power up and just, you know, go with the flow. There we are. Why I didn't do this from the beginning of? From the start of? I don't really know. Should've. Didn't. Way too early for this. Now we're talking. There we are. Of course, most of our power nowadays comes from solar power, which means fighting in the dark is less preferable than fighting during daytime, basically. I think we'll be good here. We'll do good. You know, everything will be alright. We'll take these out pretty quickly. There we are. All is good and well. Now, this wasn't actually what we were supposed to do this episode. What we're gonna focus on in a minute now is the copper field up here, the copper patch of the century, basically, which will hopefully help us get few of our processes up and running again. Of course, that will, you know, take its time, take its toll on a lot of other aspects of life, I suppose. But we can manage. Just grab these two because, you know, I kind of want them. I don't like them, kind of enjoy them. Alright, so this train here is getting sort of full. Still have some work to do here on a lot of different aspects of stuffs. Why is nothing coming through here? This is taken out, is it? Alright, alright. But it's full anyways, and I need to stock up on some of these inserters here, so we'll just jump in the train real quick. We'll set this to go to, this station here is called Copper 1, lack of more imagination. We're gonna set it to inventory full, or time passed, say 1 minute. And or 1 minute past. Did I fuel up the whole thing? I didn't. Alright, let's also fuel up the bottom portion. At least with some fuel. There we are. Jump in this one again because I want to join it down. What we'll send this to the chip factory, I think. What do we call that? Copper chip, copper. Chip, copper, or drop off. Inventory empty. Or time passed, say a minute down there as well. We are. Go there. And the reason why I'm joining the train down is because if it runs out of power, then, you know, I can help it refuel, basically. Now, I want to be able to call my train from down there, so I'm gonna move that over a little. I want that parked over this way. Was the wrong button? Keep being terrible at steering the train manually. Here we are. Here we are. Beautiful. Alright, jump in. Full throttle, please. Let's get to it. I mean, the train ride here is going to be quite long. I'll close the window behind me because I think traffic outside might disturb us a little here. The travel distance here is freaking huge. I mean, you go from up here, it takes you several minutes to get down to the bottom where this train right now is going. We'll need quite a few trains on there. Also worthy of a note though, between episodes here I went ahead and I let's see where this train is going. Maybe we get to, nope. Alright. So there's now also a second option as to where trains can go in order to get to this portion of the base. You can also go out here and all the way down like this one does, a little dart here, and come across. And I think the reason why the ore train didn't do that is because there's no way for it to get down onto this track right here. That's something when we're down here, we might as well, you know, have a little bit of a look into that, fixing that right real quick. And what are you complaining about not being, oh, these ones. Right. You don't really need those, so, you know. Tell them not to be built, I suppose. Where at all possible. Yeah, alright. Well, we're probably in the vicinity here. Or we are. Oh, it's out of power. Oh. Well, practical place to run out of juice, I suppose. Fuel. Over here, though, it will be refueled. Could be, anyways. Yeah, here we go. They're throwing in some fuel. Everything is good and awesome up in this hood. Right here. That should help out, you know, keeping ore a little, or copper a little bit more there all the time. Present, so to speak. Now I should possibly go up here and I'll call the train right away so we don't have to wait for that later. Tell that to go to the chip factory, chip service. Here we go. Will take quite a while, so we'll get to work while that comes. that travels on its way. Where's this? Up there. It's all good. All is good. Now I think what we'll want to do is we'll break it off from... Ooh, hello. Right. The issue with this is that this line here, we need to cross the outgoing lane in order to get into the station. And that's kind of impractical. Why did you end up there? You shouldn't end up there. Ah, caramba. I see, I see. I think this here, or a signal up here, should have been a, yeah, path signal of sorts. I believe. Uncertain as to how to fix the rail layout up here, because it can't connect to this line right here. It has to connect up all the way over there to this one. That means crossing or making another junction here, and really impractical. Really impractical. Because I don't want trains, you know, backed up in the middle here. But I suppose we'll have to do it. I suppose. Switch this out. We'll put one of those there, I believe. Now, I've screwed up the rail laying here enough times already, so you know, take it with a grain of salt, I suppose, whether or not this will be accurate or not. Alright, so then we want a regular signal over here and a regular signal over there, maybe. We'll at least try that on for size. And then we'll have a chain signal on each of those. Leave away. There's this up here, also a chain signal now. Yeah, I think this should not be a chain signal, but this should, if I understood it correctly. There, and then we'll grab you and put you there. I think that's how it works. Oh, haha, close. Close, but no train cigar this time. Now, I think everything should be hooked up so that, you know, the trains going down here from way up where can just, you know, do the regular train dance. Where you come from? You come from copper 1. Do I have enough to make another one? I do. Beautiful. What I'll do is I'll run up. Hopefully I'll manage if it runs off on me. Grab that one. Then I'll go over to the parking lot here and then I'll put together another train. There we are, beautiful. Now I'll throw a couple of these in here and tell it to automate. Set it to automatic, it's called. There we are, and that should be 2 trains for the top base. Going down to the chip factory. We'll also want some going into the to the regular factory, I should say. But for that we need some more resources, and then we need to go to base service. There we are. And of course, our robot coverage is steadily increasing throughout the base. Ever so slowly though. I'm not gonna, like in a lot of my series, when roboports are unlocked, I run around to every nook and cranny of the base filling it with road coverage. Not gonna do that with this base, let me tell you. Well, we got some essentials covered, which is you know, a great start. We got some engines up here. Let's grab those and let's forward to make everything viable to keep going on its own again. We are, and I will try to remember to also pick up some resources myself. There we are. Half in there, and probably put more than that in there because that fills up several gaps. I'm already regretting the 2-lane bus here. I mean, it has its beauties in the sense that it's easy to fill up, it doesn't take as much space, la di da di da, but compared to the beauty of just having a lot of everything, tough choice. Alright, so that's 4. Oh, hang on. We'll at least need 3, I think. Because we have, up here, we have another train that is 1 and 2. For that, we'll need another 2 wagons and another train. And then we'll need, alright, so we'll need 1 plus 2, and then 2 plus 1, wagon-wise. Alright, so we'll need 1 more. No. Yeah, we have 5, now we have 6. Alright, that's beautiful. We'll also need quite a few of these. Oh, cancel that real quick. Grab some green chips. I think didn't Eddie make gear wheels somewhere? Am I mixing up bases now? Might be mixing up bases now. I think we'll actually go ahead and yield to Eddie's way of life, I suppose. Make a gear factory here. Like I usually do not do this because I tend to rather than making gears like this, I have everything automated in one place, like a mall of sorts. But with the base we got going on right now, where everything is sort of modular in a way, I'd say a mall is less practical. That it's not as easy to make and come by and put together. Could do it though. Could absolutely do it. It would just be a little bit difficult. Well, maybe that should be what we focus on while Eddie is gone. Make a mall part of the base. And, you know, we could use this space here, or this space here. Have some space here for a mall. Some over here. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe. Now, the issue I have with doing that, though, is that we'll have to smelt stuff on site. I mean, we can bring in the chips, and we can bring in iron ore, copper ore, and then smelt everything down to what we need on site. I'm not so sure. Not so sure that's such a great idea. Let's grab some more green chips. We'll probably need quite a few red chips, not that long as well, so we might as well, you know, head on down to the chip factory. Also seeing how we are really short on copper in this base, then stealing all the green chips might not be the ideal solution. What was I coming up here to grab? Yeah, right, the gear wheels I came to steal away. Now for 10 we got stack inserters. Need anything else? Not that I can see from, you know, initial look at stuff. Have a little bit of extra iron plates, because, you know, that stuff comes in handy. More often than not. I think I'll just run down. It's quicker than taking the train, because the train has to go all the way around in order to get down again. And this whole area down where we're headed now, the whole intersection down here, is a complete mess and should probably have been redone. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you could make like tunnels or bridges and such with rail networks, you could have like 2 express lines going just forth and back, and then you'd have to exit those and then go onto a side track before you either went across or one way or the other. But seeing how you'd have to, you know, have the exits crossing over the express lines, you wouldn't really save that much, I don't think. I might be wrong though. Might very well be wrong. How many are we up to? 30, so 40-ish, more or less. Our copper is doing a lot better than it was. Let's haul our train down. Ship service, there we go. Beautiful. As long as nothing, you know, important is getting destroyed, I don't care if the virus attack. Be my guest. The lousy pieces of something. Right, there we go. I just wanted to... Ooh, unpowered, huh? You think that's okay? Crazy bastard. What I wanted to check out, and I suppose we should run this way then, is the what do you call it? The nuclear area, because we aren't seeing any sorts of activity from there nowadays. And or any sort of power production from there. See, no power. So I'm wondering if it's run out of fuel, and if no, it's not run out of fuel. So I suppose it's just not on because we are making such. Let's see, this is on, but these aren't on. Right. We've stored some steam though up in this one. For some crazy reason, the steam does not lose temperature if it's stored for a while. Which, you know, it's crazy, but at least it gives some level of some level of battery function to the steel or to the nuclear reactor system. And that only question I have though, maybe we should just cut it off. Let's try that. Let's try that. We'll take that away. If we need to power it again, we can call the bots for help. No worries at all. But I think we will leave it there for today. I'll be headed back up to the copper base, and that's probably where we'll pick up again in the next episode. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out Eddie's channel as well, seeing how he is half of this base already. And, you know, if you got any thoughts, comments, suggestions, questions for that matter, throw it down below, and I'll hopefully see you all in a later iteration, I suppose, of this little magic that we got going on here, which is the best of both worlds series of Factorio. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, here we go.